Welcome back to our home renovation. We are in the living room today, continuing on with this project. Previously, we sanded down these walls. We're getting them ready for a new stain, but we have a little problem under the window back there where we have to replace some boards. The problem is that window is changing. We ordered a new window. We're waiting for that to come, but we have to change the dimensions of that opening a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead, pull that window out, get it reframed. We're gonna patch up some wood, and my goal today, the goal is to get this entire room stained with new, fresh stain, and it's gonna look awesome. Now you guys can see what I was talking about. What happened here was there was a couple of old outlet openings in the wood, and we are moving the outlet over this way, so we just wanted to get rid of those boards. We're gonna put fresh ones in. So the sill isn't dropping too far, but the sill will be lower. So I guess the first step is to just get this old window out of the way so that we can see what we're working with and reframe this up. I'm going to go ahead and put my respirator on because all this old paint is so flaky it just chips out all over in your eyes. Yeah, it does make a big difference actually in how the room feels just being open without the dirty old glass.
Yeah.
Now, it might be easy enough to pull those boards right off, but I'm just going to cut the top nail, try to keep them in place. Okay, they're all loose. Got a little bit of water damage in the end of that one. Might be hard to see, but I have to do the same thing up here basically. Now that we got the old wood out of the way, we're going to start building it out with fresh wood. And all I have to do, we're keeping the width, so all I have to do is I'm going to stack this in the top right against the top plate of our wall. And then I'll put a 2x4 right against it. That's the height that I want the window to start. Alright guys, this is going good. We have our new sill in place, we have our new header in place. I just went ahead and cut up some scrap tongue and groove boards that we saved from other parts of our home. Sanded them down, and now hopefully these will fit in here, and then we're going to get them all nailed up. I'm going to get them all in place before I nail them, just to make sure they're going to fit before I commit to it. That is a perfect fit. Now I don't have to worry about these nails showing because the trim is going to be there. Same with the baseboard, so these are easy to nail in. Oh yeah, that was terrible. Okay, let's clean this. I can't live like that. I think I'm ready to get these walls done. I think I am. This is going to be a big commitment because we're going to be staining the walls Cabernet. It's a deep, dark red. It's going to be a little bit different than the original walls, which weren't as red toned. This is darker than the original walls, I think. It depends on how the wood takes the stain, but they could end up darker. And a lot of you guys told us not to do that. Everybody's telling us the walls look beautiful the way they are. We agree, they look really cool like this, just sanded. Except for it doesn't match where we put all this new wood. So we have to do something. I know, make it light, make it bright, paint it white. Everybody wants a light and bright room, but this living room is gonna be dark and cozy, and we're gonna rely on this nice big window to bring light in. We have grown to like the dark wood. We want one room in the house to maintain that original feel, that dark look. And so I'm not trying to justify it. I'm just trying to tell you because I know everybody's telling us not to do it. We're going to do it. And if we regret it, well, there's always paint. But we're going to do this. If I can get Ashley in here, we're going to tag team this. We're going to have one person on stain duty, the other person coming back and wiping off the excess and making sure it's a nice even finish. And I think we can really just do this really quick. It shouldn't take long at all. As long as we have enough stain. There's probably only half a gallon here. It's less than I thought we had. And there's a lot of wood stain. I would really hate to get partially through and run out, but maybe we'll take a chance. We got Ashley with us. We're ready to go. Ashley's going to try to do the staining. I'm going to do the wiping. We'll have to forgive our piles. We're working around some furniture and stuff here. So you can see most of it. It'll be fine. We're trying these stain pads. Looks like they're used for decking. We're going to try to use it for our walls. I don't know how it's going to go. It's not going to matter. The grooves are not sanded anyway. I mean, look at how I can spread it just with this brush.
Yeah. Get it all in there.
But I gotta get these cracks.
It'll be so much easier once we get off this pale wood.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you can.
Do right in here.
So a little bit scary start, but I think it's getting better.
Yeah. It's less stressful in the old wood. Because the cracks are already dark.
Yep.
They don't matter as much. Move down, move down, move down.
Interesting.
This is dark.
You can see the difference. It's going to be interesting to see. For some reason, this one's shinier. Now we're getting to the true Cabernet. This is where it's really showing. It didn't show as much on the new wood.
Try not to drip. Try to spread it as far as we can.
Yeah, I'll keep doing what I can here.
Trim will be covering it.
I know, I just... Yeah.
I was looking at the old line and thinking that doesn't matter too much down there. What do you think, ma'am?
I love it. I like it.
Good.
Nice. This looks really good in person. You guys are going to see it darker than we see it. It is dark. I'm not trying to kid you. But I'm pretty happy with it so far. Oh, it doesn't. You tricked me. Looks a little white around that spot right there. I don't know why. It's kind of weird.
Oh well. Man, you're getting sweaty again.
Oh, I'm sweating up a storm.
How come I don't get sweaty like that?
Because I'm wearing like winter clothing. I should shop for some thinner shirts.
I know. I don't know how you wear those sometimes. They're like thick.
Heavy. So there it is, guys. Almost done. I'm really shocked at how far this stain is going. We almost finished the entire room, but we still have the little nook to do. We'd like it to be the same color. I don't know. It's cutting it close. We'll see how it goes.
We'll have enough.
You really think so?
Yeah. This is looking captain-y, isn't it?
Well, guys, it's the next day. The stain is dry, and I'm looking around. There's a couple of spots that need touching up. We missed just some cracks in the wood where we need to get a little bit of touch-up marker in there. That's not a big problem. But overall, the room, it looks good. It honestly looks better than I expected because the wood really picked up the red tones in that Cabernet stain. Sometimes some wood that we've stained, it gets a little more on the yellow tone, not so much the red. And I wasn't sure how this was going to come out. It looks good. Might not translate on camera as well as we can see it in person, but hopefully you can get a good grasp of how it looks. It doesn't look good around the top or the bottom, but we're going to have trim work. That's why we weren't too picky about getting it precise.
Yeah. No point in trying hard when it's going to be covered up anyway.
And the best thing of all is that we actually finished the job. Ashley squeezed out every drop of stain she could from that bucket, and we did the whole room, all these walls, and the nook around the corner, our little closet storage area.
Yeah, the two sides, not the back.
We didn't have enough for that, but you did get everything.
I had just enough for what we wanted to do.
And now that back wall doesn't matter at all because we'll say it again. It's going to be all cabinets, so that wood will forever be hidden. And if anybody ever pulls the cabinets out, they can stain it.
Yeah.
And if they ever did that, they're probably going to be just painting the whole room anyway, because that's what people always like to do, is take nice, beautiful stained wood and ruin it with paint. So that's the future of these walls. Someday, somebody will paint over them with sticky, dirty latex paint.
I can't stand latex paint.
I know we painted our kids' rooms, but we hate it. We do. It's just...
We like the colors. It looks awesome, but the stickiness of latex paint is just, ugh.
We think latex paint is high maintenance. It's tacky, and I know, whatever. It just is.
Yeah.
And gets dirty. And once you paint a wall, you're forever stuck painting that wall. If you stain wood, this can stay for 100 years. And you'll never have to worry about it. That's what I like about it. Not hating on the paint. It's fine. Whatever. So what happened was we were going to continue on this project, and I was really excited. We ran to the store. We picked up some new stuff. I got a brand new air hose. I actually got this 100-foot super long hose as a recommendation and a gift from one of our viewers. And it was the perfect timing because I wanted to try out a new spray gun. I've never used a gravity feed sprayer, and this one's gravity feed HVLP, which means high volume, low pressure. And the reason we bought this is because we want to shellac the walls, and I decided I don't feel like hand brushing this much shellac. So I think this is going to give us a much smoother finish. Mm-hmm. And we have a lot to do because we have to do at least 1 or 2 coats on here and then sand it, the entire room, and then do another coat. They always want you to sand between coats. So
you put 2 on and then sand it?
It depends on how light I go.
Oh.
Sometimes I'm afraid to sand too soon. You put a coat on, you sand it, because if you go through that shellac, you're going to start sanding your stain. So
probably is better to do 2 and then sand it.
Yeah, that's how I feel safer. Anyway, we got our new Festool sander, so we'll try that out again. This time using it as a proper finishing sander, because that's what we're doing.
And it won't take long. It's just zip right over it.
Yeah.
Quick.
Just to smooth out the shellac. We got our new sprayer. The only thing missing is the shellac. We drove all over town looking for shellac and nobody had it. We did find some quart size cans, but we feel like we would just go through that way too fast and it would cost way too much. So I went online. I had to order a gallon. Actually, I had to order 2 gallons because that's the only thing they sold it as. So we have 2 gallons of shellac coming. We want shellac because it's a non-toxic, safe finish. I know it's not perfect when it's drying, but once it's dry, it's safe, it's non-toxic. We like that. It's just going to take time for that to come. We'll probably have that in a few days.
We also ordered some more stain.
The trim in the entire rest of the house is going to be stained the same color. And believe it or not, in here it's going to be the same color.
Yeah.
It's going to be like stealth trim. Just going to look dark and fancy.
Yep.
Well, I guess we're going to wrap it up because we're waiting for shellac, and that's as far as we can go for now. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
See ya.